So the Messiah is bringing us and bringing Israel back, but there's something more that's been going on. Revelation chapter 5 verse 6, let's read about Messiah. And I beheld, and lo, in the midst of the throne and of the four beasts, and in the midst of the elders, stood a lamb, as it had been slain, having 7 horns and 7 eyes, which are the 7 spirits of God sent forth into all the earth. And we'll find that those spirits are related to the 7 churches, which is related to the menorah. So those 7 eyes of the lamb are related to the menorah. In Zechariah 3:9 we read, For behold, the stone that I have laid before Joshua, upon one stone shall be 7 eyes. Behold, I will engrave the graving thereof, saith the Lord of hosts, and I will remove iniquity in the land in one day. So there's another reference to a stone with 7 eyes. And that's going to be important because he's the capstone of an unfinished work. And that may sound, you may have some foreboding when I speak. I'm going to say it like this, and I say it with purpose. That capstone, as I understand it, is Yeshua, and it is his bride, it's the church. It says in Psalms 118 verse 22, the stone which the builders refused has become the headstone of the corner. Even ma'asu habanim hayata l'rosh pina, head of the corner. It's very interesting, the builders, because that's what the Freemasons like to refer themselves to. Yeshua refers to himself as the stone in Matthew 21 and Mark 12 and Luke 20. Freemasonry likes to think of themselves as builders. They want to build Zion and Solomon's temple while rejecting Yeshua. They want to install Lucifer as the all-seeing eye. In Revelation 13:8 we read, And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world. Here's the stuff that's happening before. It says in Genesis, in the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et, and et haaretz. And here we have the Aleph Tav, Alpha and Omega, but we also have a Vav, and that's the 6th letter related to man. So in a sense we have a picture here of Et, that's the Son of God, the Aleph Tav, and the Son of Man, and Yeshua is both, and he is between the heavens and the earth. And if we rearrange those letters, we get the word ot in Hebrew, meaning sign. And it says regarding the Sabbath, it is a ot. Ba'ani uva'in b'nai Yisrael, ot hi le'olam, ki sheshet yamim asa Yahweh et hashamayim ve'et haaretz, uv'yom hashavi'i shabbat v'yenafash. It is a sign between me and the children of Israel forever. For in 6 days the Lord made heaven and earth, and on the 7th day he rested and was refreshed. So the sign is Yeshua himself, and he's intimately related to the Sabbath. And we've actually entered into the Sabbath. By the way, there's a PDF version of this I can give to people too, but keep making notes. But I can give you a PDF version. Now it says in 1 Corinthians, for Jews require a sign, an ot, and Greeks seek after wisdom, but we preach Christ crucified, unto the Jews a stumbling block, and unto Greeks foolishness, but unto them which are called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ, or Messiah, the power of God and the wisdom of God. Now it gets interesting. In John 3:14 we read, and as Moses lifted up the serpent in the wilderness, even so must the Son of Man be lifted up. And where was he lifted up? Between heaven and earth. Remember, Bereshit bara Elohim et hashamayim ve'et haaretz. So that ve'et is between hashamayim, and you rearrange those letters and it's the word ot. It's the Son of God and the Son of Man. Sometimes the truth is right in front of us, but it is not dressed the way we like it, especially a naked snake on a pole. And I'm going to talk more about the snake and what it represents. It represents sin. They made this serpent, this bronze serpent on a pole, and anyone that was bitten by fiery serpents looked upon this. And this is a strange thing to be talking about. Why is the imagery of a serpent used? Well, first of all, it's related to sin, we know that. And the word for copper in Hebrew, nachoshet, is related to nachash. But and everything in the tabernacle that had copper and nachoshet, it has that idea of the nachash, the serpent, in its very name. So to deal with sin, you have to deal with serpent.